when I did The Office, I was so proud. Then the check came in, and it ruined it a bit. Because I didn't want people to think that that was mixed in with my pride, I suppose. But, as you say, I got over that.
Look at that smile. Welcome back to CBS This Morning. Since Ricky Gervais sat down with 60 Minutes, that was back in 2009, the actor and comedian has gotten even more famous, if you can believe that.
We're delighted to have him here in Studio 57, Ricky Gervais. Welcome back.
Hello.
No, not back. First time you've been here on this set.
It's amazing.
Watch that chair. Might eject
like
if you don't.
It looks like we could rule the world just from here.
Just delete a country here and delete
exactly,
a country there.
Button, there's a gone. Exactly.
We were talking about The Office and why you left before we came on. It was in part because you thought, you're competing against yourself?
Well, yeah, it's so intense, particularly when you do everything yourself. It's not like, you know, there was a team of 20 writers and producers, and you put everything into it, and that was the first thing I did, and that's like it's sort of like a lifetime's work, really. And I didn't want to repeat myself or water it down, so I just left it as it was, and I've never regretted that, really. I miss it, but I've never regretted.
But you didn't do it long, though, Ricky. Didn't you leave after a couple of seasons, and you were still very funny?
Yeah, we did 12 episodes and a special.
And that was enough?
And that was enough, yeah. But, you know, that's shown in, like, 90 countries, and the remakes, I think if it had gone on forever, there wouldn't have been as many remakes, and that's interesting as well. The American remake has, like, 170 episodes. It's incredible.
And there was more than just the American remake, a bunch of other places.
I think there's 8 other countries that have got remakes, you know, Sweden, Russia, Chile, you know, so it's a franchise. I'm like Ronald McDonald.
Yes, hello,
yes,
Ronald.
You're a franchise. How many Ricky Gervais shows are there now?
There's a few, but again, you get in, get out. Do it for a while, then I have to have a lie down. I've got the attention span of a toddler, you know. I mean, these screens are dangerous.
10 seconds.
I just want to turn over and see what's on the other side.
But Ricky, I happen to believe, tell me what you think about this. I happen to believe that humor is a sign of intelligence. I really do. I think that funny people are really very smart. You have a degree in philosophy.
Yeah.
Do you think of, yes, you do. Do you think of yourself
Did I stroke my beard when I said yes?
Just a little, your ascot and your little cigar. Yeah. Do you think humor is a sign of intelligence? Do you see yourself as a smart guy?
I think it's certainly a sign of a type of intelligence. I think that outside, you know, what you'd call academic intelligence, I think emotional intelligence is very important, you know, that getting on with people, understanding the world. And I think comedy is very analytical. I think you have to look at something, and there's a lot of logic to it as well.
I know.
And I like it to be based in a certain amount of truth. So I think that all ties into it. Yeah, certainly.
There seems more of it in the water in Britain than most places.
Yeah.
Do you see what, sorry?
It's more wit and comedy in the water in Britain.
Yeah, well, I think...
Enunciate, Mr. Rose. Yeah.
That's my hearing. That's not your pronunciation. Don't worry. I think Brits pride themselves on having a sense of humour. 2 Brits meet, and it's the first one to get a gag out. Usually something sarcastic or ironic, or but it's like play fighting. I think comedy is a medicine. It's a healing process. It gets us through stuff.
It sure
you know,
does.
I think that's what it's for in an evolutionary sense. It gets you through stuff. So, you know, if you've got a good sense of humour, you're pretty bulletproof, I think.
Who did you love? Comedians.
Laurel and Hardy.
Really?
Began and ended with Laurel and Hardy. I mean, it's never been beaten. They had everything you need. They showed empathy. I love them because they're precarious. Yeah. They fall down for my pleasure, but they get themselves back up and dust themselves off. I love the relationship. I love the I'm with this idiot, but I'm the biggest idiot. I love that dynamic. They set pretty much every template for modern comedy.
I love that you mentioned empathy, because I heard you're working on a new show where you said kindness. It's about kindness. And kindness, you say, is one of the most important things.
I think it's everything. I think it's all you know. I'm an atheist, so I think that's all you need is kindness. Just do unto others you do unto yourself, and that's all you need. It's done then, you know. So.
But Ricky, some people could say your mouth hasn't always been so kind. Do you just say that's just part of the comedy?
And when I haven't been kind?
when we were talking about the Golden Globes presentation. You know that.
You mean I teased
Yes.
some of the most privileged billionaires in the world?
Yes.
about some films they may have made.
Yes,
I
that
don't know. If it was a room
How
full of
could that
wounded
be?
soldiers, then I think that guilty. Guilty.
Confess.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah.
I felt for them.
I took a shot at
Okay.
some privileged few.
Sorry, Spielberg. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, Brad and Angelina.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
hear
yeah.
no regrets there.
We have a clip of the Ricky Gervais show. Do you mind if we show it?
Oh, I love it.
You want to set it up?
I love it because it's not like it's watching me. I do it for Carl.
Okay.
Carl is my gift to the world.
Yeah,
and that's
your
why I
friend
did this
Carl,
show.
the ball guy. Let's take a look at Ricky's clip.
Bald guy.
Yes.
So, Carl, these are things that really annoy you.
Slugs.
Slugs.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the purpose is. They just sit there still. I don't see them doing anything. I was looking at one close up.
Well, what do you want to
it had
do?
another
Be
life on it.
reading Rousseau. What do you want a slug to do?
They cause more problems than good. They eat cabbage
Right.
when they shouldn't be. They get in letterboxes and nick stamps.
They don't nick stamps.
They eat the stamps. They like the glue on it. And that's why they're so slow. I think they're sweating glue.
You love this, don't you?
You're cracking yourself
Honestly,
up.
I've never met anyone like him. I'm slightly obsessed with him.
Yeah.
He's like, he's my best friend, part pet, part chimp.
Wait, this is Steve Merchant?
No, this is Carl Pilkington.
Oh, Carl,
was
this been
it
right.
bad to call him the ball guy? Was that
No,
was
he is
that rude?
bald.
Oh, okay.
He is
Because you
bald.
said, "Oh, the ball guy." I thought,
Yeah.
"Oh God, I don't want to hurt
He's
his
your best
feelings."
friend.
You missed out that his head's also perfectly round.
Okay.
No, and I can't get enough of him. I call him every day, and I like to inflame his imagination. He didn't have a formal education. He didn't really go to school, but he's got a
So
strong
when you
emotional
call him every day, what's it like? What's the conversation?
He can't go to the bank without coming back on an adventure. He moans about the world. And there he's fascinated with science and nature. We talk about the big subjects, religion, science, nature, mind-body problem. And talking to him about evolution, I've tried to explain it so many times. I was explaining it, I said, Carl,
Yes.
a chimpanzee is 98.6% genetically identical to a human. He went, right, so that's 1.4% difference. Carl thought about it and said, that's got to be the arse. He thought that 1.4% difference. Just think of chimps standing around going, if we could just sort this out, we'd be
right.
human. It's
I
just,
like
we're so
how Carl-
close.
I like Carl too, don't
He's
you?
great. He's
I
amazing.
like how he thinks.
He's fantastic.
Ricky, you look good. You look good.
Yeah.
You lost a couple pounds. You look
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah, got a
Thank you very
little
much.
beard since he was on 60
Yeah.
Minutes 5 years ago.
Yeah, I've got the beard. From a distance, it looks like a jawline.
Very debonair, Ricky.
That's what it was intended to do.
Well, that wasn't so bad. I got scared when I first sat down, and she went, "We're very nice people." There's nothing scarier than that. Someone telling you, "I'm a very nice person."
That's right. Then you expect,
Ricky,
you
I said
expect,
it in a friendly way. I didn't go, "I'm a nice person, damn it." I said, "We're very nice people. Welcome."
when they say that to you, you better watch out.
Yeah.
Though, you know?
Exactly.
Ricky, good to see
the
you.
pain will come. It's like your dentist. I'm a very nice
Exactly.
person.
Okay, I'm a jerk, Ricky Gervais. I'm a jerk. I'm so glad you're here.
It was lovely.
No, it
What
was
does this
lovely
button do?
It was lovely.
They've gone.
No, goodbye, Ireland.
Season 3 of the Ricky Gervais Show premieres next Friday on HBO.
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 It's not HBO.
Boy, they're
It's
good
not
to you, aren't
television,
they?
it's HBO.
Oh.